The final thing we're going to look at is fractions on a number line. Now when we look at fractions, we're really used to seeing them like this. Now sometimes though, often, they also get put on a number line. And you have to put them to match them on a number line, because these can be equivalent to this. Remember, the same value, different appearance. So what's the equivalent part on a number line for this fraction? Well, the first thing I need to do is, I need to find the missing bits that I don't know. Well, let's start with the fraction. I don't know what fraction it is yet, but if I count 1, 2, 3, there's 4 equal parts. And then if I count how many shaded bits I've got, I have 3 of them. Now what else don't I know? Well, I don't know what any of these missing numbers are. How can I work them out? Well, I've got 1 here and a quarter here, and 0 and a quarter here. So I've jumped by +1 a quarter. Now the scale is staying the same, so it should be +1 a quarter every time. Oh, and it is here too. So that means each time I'm going to be +1 quarter. So let's have a look. If I +1 quarter to that, I have 2 quarters. And I +1 quarter to that, I have 3 quarters. I +1 quarter to that, I have 4 quarters, or 1. So we're definitely right. Now where does 3 quarters go on here now? Now I've got all that missing information, I can do it. It's quite simple. 3 quarters goes here. Okay, let's look at a second one. Again, we've got a fraction, and we need to know where the equivalent part is on this number line. What I have to do first is figure out the missing information. Well, these fractions are broken into 3 equal parts, and of those 3 equal parts, we have 4 of them, 4/3, and we also know that that is equivalent to 1 1/3. Right then. So, I don't know lots of information on here though, much harder. Well, I do know though that I've taken a jump here of +2/3. And there's 2 jumps in here, 1, 2. If I made 2 jumps and each one's 2/3, well halfway is going to be 1/3. And that means each step must be 1/3. So if I have another one, this one must be 3/3 or 1. Yeah? You can call it either of those. I'm going to cross that out and I'm going to call this one 1. And then here I have another third, so I have 1 and 1/3. And here I have 1 2/3. Now I've filled in all that missing information, I can match my fraction up to it. Clearly it goes here. So the thing when we're finding fractions on a number line is find the bits we don't know, and then we can find where they're equivalent.